What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Welcome to Riley's Guitars. Listen, get in real close there. You'll hear it.
With some natural cellulose. I am.
Okay, so in 2024, I basically called up one of my best friends and told him, dude, I'm so tired of this short scale P bass that I basically built for myself. It's on YouTube. I made a video about it. It's one of the better videos that I made on my channel. But I told him that I didn't like it because it was shorter, it sounds duller and it's a darker tone.
So Nathan, I have an iPad and I know that you want my iPad. And so I was wondering if you could build me a bass guitar for the iPad.
For the iPad?
Yeah.
You give me the iPad and I build you the bass guitar?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Sucker.
So after that conversation with Nathan, I basically told him, here's my dream setup. I want a P bass body, which I already had because of the short scale thing that I made that I hate. And then I want to build a 1962 Jazz Bass Neck.
So this right here is a 1962 jazz bass being sold for like $20,000 online. It's actually insane, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. And they gave me all of the dimensions pretty much from the 1st fret to the 12th fret of how thick everything was. So we got everything from this particular bass online, and it's awesome. But to give some history of the 1962 Fender Jazz Bass, it is before CBS bought out Fender in 1965. So supposedly the quality control was much higher before 1965. On top of that, I really like Jazz Bass Necks because it's slimmer. In 1962 is known for kind of this change from the years before where necks were a little bit slimmer. On top of that, 1962 also had a 7.25 inch radius neck, which means it's a little bit rounder. As opposed to a modern 9.5 inch radius neck. Also, vintage frets versus modern day frets. Vintage frets are much smaller. Clay dots are also just a different material. There's not really much of a difference. And before the CBS buyout, the slabs of rosewood were actually much thicker, whereas after the CBS, they became a veneer, although modern necks are also a slab. On top of that, 1962 Jazz Bass necks are actually used with nitrocellulose, which if you're not careful with, can cause you cancer if you breathe it in. So don't use it like an idiot. But that's a little history of the 1962 Jazz Bass and one of the reasons I chose it because I thought it was really cool. So here we go. So here we are cutting out the template of the actual jazz bass right here. It's pretty awesome. Just rounding out the general shape of it. Then we're throwing the template on the top, and then we're going to try and get more precise with a routing bit. Now that both pieces are together, we're just routing out the extra so we can get the exact shape we want. We chipped off a little bit, so we put some more maple wood and some glue to keep it together. And then now we're routing out the little truss rod. Yeah, you got to route out that truss rod. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, right here, we're basically just making sure the thickness of the headstock is correct.
Come on down. We got bass bridges for you. You know, just relic bass bridges. Relic bass. We got the rosewood. Looks good. We got fret dots. Come on down. Fret dots, come on down. You ever heard of Steamy Ray Vaughan?
Nathan, he cut some frets and the nut and put in some clay dots, which, by the way, those dots will be in the link in the description. Then he glued the fretboard and the neck with the truss rod all together. So essentially, a very good amount of the way there. I bought this badass bridge. I figured I'd show a picture of that because it's awesome. All right, so Nathan did cut out the shape of the central radius of the back based on the original 1962 jazz bass that I showed pictures of earlier. All right, right here we've blended the back of the radius into the headstock and the neck pocket, and getting it down to 400 grit. And then we're just about to radius the fretboard right here, just getting it prepped with this little jig that Nathan made where it's like perfectly straight, getting it to 7 1/4 radius, which is what those were based on. And then here's a little video. There's no sound here, but we did end up losing some clay dots along the way when we radiused it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Welcome to Riley's Guitars.
What's up?
Huh?
What? Hit the
Smash that like button.
button.
And the subscribe.
Subscribe.
And the bell for updates.
Notifications.
If you want a notification
Bell.
right on the front of your
Icon.
screen, hit the bell, smash that like button, hit the subscribe, like, comment below.
Hello.
We read every comment and reply. Personally,
Don't forget it.
we use your name when we reply.
We will find you.
In real life, we just want to be your friends.
We just want to be friends.
Could use some shim to put underneath it so that the neck doesn't bow under tension.
First step, put the fret in the slot.
Put the fret in the slot.
And you want to get your
Put the
fret
thing
press.
down on the fret.
Get your fret press.
Your fret press.
Get your fret press
And
here.
you press the fret. Yeah.
Press the fret down.
Press it
Right,
right down.
right, you press it down right there. Go ahead and
Down
get
in
your
there.
hammer. Make sure it's
If you guys want a fully unedited version of this video on Patreon, just let me know and I'll put it down in the description and you can watch the whole thing. Thanks, guys.
Put you down there. Right there, smush your finger.
Sound like a freaking dragon, dude. That was a fret. That was the sound the fret makes. Yeah, it's the sound they make when they get pressed.
Listen, get in real close there. You'll hear it.
All right, so this tool right here, essentially you run along the side of the fretboard to cut down on the actual fret itself because it's there's little prongs along the side of the fretboard. So we're trying to make it even with the wood with this tool right here, but if you mess up, it can be bad.
Want to build a 1962 Jazz Bass original spec?
Well, you can't, because you don't know how.
But you will by the end of this video.
All right, so at this point, we basically got the ends of it fixed, and then this is what an original 1962 neck plate would look like. So I tried to get my own to look similarly. Then right here, we are installing the side fret dots, or sorry, not fret dots, but the side dots on the actual neck, which can be quite complicated if you don't get it perfect. So it's a very tough thing to not go into the wood, as you can tell right here. To not go into the wood, use a chisel, and to get it as close as you can to the wood. You probably will take off a little bit of wood in the process, but very tough task. Nathan's an absolute beast, though, so he handled it really, really well.
Here is the bass neck right now. We just did the side dot inlays right here. I don't know if it'll focus, but the side dot inlays, and then just all the way down, and then now we're going to sand the back of the neck right here, 400 grit sandpaper, before we essentially stain the back of this very slightly. That way it is actually vintage correct. And then what we'll do on top of that is then nitro lacquer paint this thing. And once we have the nitro on there, that'll be pretty much the neck done.
So then we used some 400 grit sandpaper and sanded it down before we threw on some of the stain right here, which I don't know the stain of it. I'm going to have to ask Nathan what he used. But this is really what separates us between us and the Fender Custom Shop, where they actually use tinted lacquer and spray that on, where we're actually just sanding it and then using clear coat nitro. And this is just with the stain after it's kind of healed up, and then we're going to spray it with some clear nitro.
Lacquer this sucker. We're gonna lacquer this thing right up and down.
with some natural cellulose.
Okay, so right here, we basically just finished the nitro and kind of the fading of the middle of the neck. Here's some photos. They look really, really good. Now, this is the painting process right here. And as you might be able to guess, this is the Fiesta Red color, a Fender color that I really have come to absolutely love. And it just looks really good. My hair's jacked up, but so we're over here in Nathan's little garage right here. And essentially, this is the Fiesta Red. What's going on here? Let me try and move it around a little bit. But this is it right here. It looks pretty sweet right now. And I'm pretty amped. No pun intended, but what's up, guys? Today's the day, am I right? Why obnoxious? Here she is. Those clay dots, all vintage looking. Ignore these holes, by the way. That was a mistake I made a while ago. Do we need new copper tape? Is that why I brought some?
For me.
It's for you.
It's for me.
It's always for you. No one's gonna see it.
We'll throw that on.
Looks good. I like it. I like it a lot.
I hit the nut a little bit more too, so it's a little like
More vintagey.
yeah. Oh yeah. What are you picking? On a okay.
Anyway, I'm over.
Is that the Batman
Or
speech?
family ring.
That's just drunk Michael K. Oh no. Oh, in Burma. I'm 4,000 years old. I said 499 Batmans before you.
By the way, guys, subscribe because we're gonna die
This
soon.
is the last video.
She is almost done. We do need to put in the string tree right up there. Also your logo at some point.
Yeah, we're saying.
Put the strings in.
Put the swings in.
Which are
Put the swings.
the deep talking bass. 45, 65, 85, 105. Perfectly balanced sets.
Not sponsored.
Sponsor me.
They did buy me like a new car and a new house though.
Yeah,
They did say they killed my family, who they abducted.
that's correct.
But this is our honest opinion. The strings are great.
Yeah, they're great,
They're
though.
really good.
Yeah,
Please release my family.
yeah. Ignore the family part.
Please let them come home.
Strings are great.
Okay, so right here we're installing the badass bridge to the new spot, and then right here we're trying to figure out where the little string tree should go. And this is my first experience playing this. Like, that sounds terrible. It's not supposed to be that.
Gotta take it back home.
What's wrong with my... Rachel's dead.
What's up, sexy?
All right, so basically, he's basically taken off the sticker of the little logo that we're using, and he's patting down some
I
of
don't know if I use
the
guys.
little
Well,
water,
maybe.
and then also trying to get
Man,
the
that looks
bubbles
good.
out of the sticker and trying
That
to place
gold
it in
looks
the,
really
the
good,
perfect
dude.
spot.
This is the end. We are done.
Alright, hold your breath.
All right.
This is liquid.
You tell me when.
Aerosolized lung cancer. Right now.
All right, we are done. Officially done with the logo. Need to string it up. And then that's about it. Mattis Jazz Bass Guitar. Mattis Guitars. Coming to you soon.
Con to you soon. Only in Ireland.
No website, only by phone number, and you'll never know what it is.
You may only pay in potatoes and beans.
If this gets over 100,000 views, we'll make another guitar. Alright, so we found
a P bass with a jazz neck, which is, and this is custom shop, right? It looks custom shop.
The custom shop logo's on the back.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. It is custom shop. Yeah. But you can see, Nathan was pointing this out, it's got some detail right there in the neck that just looks super fake, obviously.
Just looks
Here, hold up. I can't really focus it on there. I'm going to try. There you go.
It's just with the really tinted like honey lacquer that's still shiny, like it's brand spanking new.
Yeah, this lacquer.
Flip it around. So
the
it's been played enough that the neck's worn down to the wood, but the lacquer's still shiny. The lacquer's still shiny and sticky. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
This is the custom shop issue.
Look at that. See? There we go.
And this is the one that we built.
Worn down. The lacquer's dulled everywhere because it's old, right?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about the differences between these two basses really quick. So the one on the right is a Fender Custom Shop Jazz/P bass, just like mine. And the tuners, as you can see, are like super relict, but the nitro isn't really relict that well. They like try and make it look relic, but it's just a little too new. There's really shiny right here, so you're going to see a lot of sheen on the actual nitro, which is what I'm trying to show right there. And then on ours, there's not a lot of sheen because it's supposed to be a older bass, so the nitro is not going to shine as much. This is supposed to be, I don't even know what year this is supposed to replicate.
It has to be at least 60 years old, right?
Probably. I mean, like, this doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it's too heavy. I think it's too heavy. I think
The
ours is
relicking?
better. Yeah, that's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't
seen
know.
any
This
that
is supposed
is
to,
that
it's almost
really
supposed to be like
bad.
played in, but it feels like,
But it feels shiny.
it
looks
feels like
shiny.
brand new
Yeah.
nitro, which is really odd. And then the cutoff point, look at this. Why would the cutoff
You
point
never play
be
the first fret, I guess.
Yeah,
You
if
only
you don't play the
you only
first
start on
fret,
the second
look,
fret.
look, here's how low this goes. This is the first fret. Like, if that's the first fret, and you're saying that, like, basically my hand doesn't go up to this point at all, which is fine, but it's like, it's just really weird that the color doesn't transition at all. It just goes yellow, brown, yellow, brown. And then ours is just a fade into it. Fade, no fade. Look, next to one another.
Yeah, it's so
Fade,
weird. Yeah, it just doesn't.
no fade.
It's like-
Yeah,
it's
these
gross.
aren't vintage frets.
Yeah, because they never use vintage frets. Pisses me off.
Why don't they use vintage frets?
Because they suck. Because they suck. Because they're bad at their job.
I don't get.
Do you want to know where the extra $4,000 comes from?
Here's what I don't get.
It's this.
Literally,
it's a suspender.
I don't like how yellow it is. So what's the difference of like the tinting of the wood versus what we... This is going to get pretty technical. Nathan's going to talk about the differences between the Fender Custom Shop and how they tint their guitars versus how we tinted this guitar. So if you want to listen to that, here it is. But if not, you can skip over it. He did. Like, here's the best way we can do this. The tinting on the back to make it look old, right? What's the difference?
I don't know if they tint wood or not. They might do it afterwards, but I don't believe they do it before. So
what did you do?
I tint the wood first, and I
You tint
don't
the
use
wood.
tinted lacquer. I use clear lacquer like they would have used originally.
Okay.
The reason that it turns yellow is because this is a great comparison shot. The reason it turns yellow over time is because the clear lacquer soaks up grime and oils and smoke and all that sort of crap, and that's what makes it yellow. So I stain the lacquer afterwards with various things, and you see I try to do it out more on the outside. You know, it's not as stained here around the tuners because what's going to get under here? Almost nothing.
Yeah.
So the lacquer is stained afterward.
Yeah.
And then, you know, worn down and beaten in with various tools and stuff to make it feel smooth and to create that nice gradient.
But they're using tinted lacquer.
Tinted lacquer and then
Tinted nitro.
God only knows what they're doing right here.
It's just super
So the
dark.
lacquer is golden. So this will not age like this one. This one will continue to look older and older and older. As this lacquer peels off, it's going to reveal brand new
same.
wood,
Yeah.
brand new untinted wood. It's going to look bizarre. Like this.
Well,
will
this
not look
is
like
this nitro though?
Yeah,
It is nitro.
Yeah, it's just tinted. It's
It feels
honey tinted
much
nitro.
thicker. It
It's
feels much thicker
yeah, it's too
nitro as
thick.
well.
Yeah, the coats are too thick, and it's like it said, it's not worn down at all.
Yeah.
It's just it's finished and buffed and everything, and it's so sticky and shiny that it feels like poly. For shame.
Screw you, custom shop. Okay, so welcome to the sound test part of the video. Here's the finished bass, everything, the logo. It looks really good. And the action's been set, the intonation has been set for the most part. I may have to go back and adjust some intonation. I just set the pickup height to right where I want it, and it sounds pretty good. So I'm going direct in first. We're going to listen to that, and then I'm going to go through my Fender Bronco 40 bass amp with an SM57 right in front of the speaker, and you'll hear both of those. So here we go. All right, and that's pretty much the end of that sound test. So anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you like it. And if you want to build a guitar like this one, then you should go and do it, because this was super fun, and this is definitely the best bass I think I've ever played in my whole life. Also, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far. And also, I have to make the thumbnail now. So